Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including the new Tri-Motor Model 3, the latest Tesla hack, Tesla's factory expansion, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, it has been well known for a while now that Tesla's supercharger network is the best option, especially in the United States. We're now seeing every major automaker partner with Tesla to allow their cars access to this network, since it truly makes a world of difference between any other EV and a Tesla. In other countries, though, with their own infrastructure, it has been less clear if Tesla has that big of an advantage. At least for Europe, it seems they do. The EV benchmark app ChargeMap just awarded Tesla's supercharger network as the best charging network in Europe. The great thing here too is that it is rated the best amongst all EV drivers in Europe. This is awarded based on 390,000 ratings collected by 112,000 unique users of ChargeMap. Factors here included overall charging experience, infrastructure reliability, and value for the money. After Tesla's network is Fastened and Electra. Interestingly, strictly speaking of infrastructure reliability, Tesla placed second to Fastened. Worldwide, Tesla now has 54,892 supercharger connectors online at 5,952 different locations. Overall, this doesn't come as too much of a surprise, but it's great to see. In America, the evidence is incredibly obvious that Tesla's supercharger network is by far the best, but even in markets with true competitive networks, they are proving to be the best as well. I'm excited to see what the future holds in this space as Tesla installs more V4 superchargers, adds payment terminals into the mix, and opens them up to all EVs in the US. It will complicate things and could create a bit of a mess here and there for the time being, but should be really great in the long run. Next up today, we have some news regarding a pretty big Tesla hack that has revealed some holes in their security. That may sound scary, but in this case, it's actually a good thing. Tesla is famously one of the most software-focused automakers, and that in part is what makes their cars so great. Features and fixes come regularly via over-the-air software updates that can introduce new functionality and improve the current functionality of your vehicle. All of their cars are constantly connected to the internet via an LTE signal that allows for all kinds of data to be shown to the driver, including supercharger availability and electricity prices, among others. These features do wonders for driver convenience, but in cybersecurity terms, it does present an issue that Tesla is constantly working to tackle. Anytime that you have an internet-connected system with each car being its own point of access, you've opened yourself up to near-limitless potential breach points. This is an unfortunate reality of life in the internet-connected age, but Tesla is always working to stay one step ahead of malicious attackers. Tesla has even regularly partnered with some hackers to patch issues before they become a major problem. In 2017, a hobbyist Tesla hacker named Jason Hughes would frequently tinker with the internal software and components of his and clients' Teslas. While working on the cars, he would often discover small vulnerabilities that he would pass along to Tesla and they would fix pretty quickly. This is a practice known as white hat hacking, using hacking skills to break into secure systems to find and fix vulnerabilities before others would seek to exploit them. While poking around his Tesla systems, he found some seemingly innocuous information that would eventually cascade into a major security issue. First, by looking in the navigation app, he was able to find information on every supercharger worldwide that would update once every few minutes. After looking around a bit more, he discovered something even more alarming. He said, quote, "I realized a few of these things could be chained together. The official term is a bug chain to gain more access to other things on their network. Eventually, I managed to access a sort of repository of server images on their network, one of which was Mothership. Mothership is the name of Tesla's central server that they use to talk to customer vehicles all around the world. Using their central databases, he was able to get a lot of alarming information at a moment's notice. He could access the live location of any Tesla vehicle and even control some features. While in a call with Tesla's head of software security, Hughes was able to start to summon the exec's car from across the country. Tesla rewarded him with $50,000 for finding and reporting this bug chain, but it does raise some scary what-ifs. Tesla quickly patched that issue, but it does point to a larger problem faced by Tesla and a growing list of automakers who have adopted their software-forward design principles. Since this exploit, Tesla has been spending a lot of time and money to grow their cybersecurity strength. One of the ways they've been doing this is by participating in hacking competitions like Pwn to Own, offering huge prizes and cars to hackers who can find exploits in their software. This is a very popular way for tech companies to find vulnerabilities in their software and to fix them in a controlled manner. Pwn to Own is hosting their first auto-centric event in Tokyo, and the organizers have confirmed that a team of hackers has won $100,000 for the discovery of a bug chain in Tesla's infotainment system. In the past, this same team has earned over $400,000 in rewards from Tesla for the bugs that they have brought to their attention to be fixed. While hearing about Tesla hacks may sound scary, examples like this go to show how seriously Tesla is taking cybersecurity. They have their own internal experts working on improving systems every day, and they reward community hackers for finding identifying holes for them to plug. Hacking competitions like these allow the company to find issues proactively and to fix them before people with bad intentions are able to find them. As more and more automakers lean on software to expand their cars' capabilities, these kinds of anti-hacking efforts will become even more necessary across the board. Next up today, we have some updates regarding the upcoming performance version of Tesla's refreshed Model 3. When this refresh was revealed to the world back in 2023, the top-tier performance package was very conspicuously missing. It will have been nearly 6 months since this car was released in China before arriving in the US, and since then we haven't gotten much word on that upcoming trim. We've known for a while that Tesla is working on that car, and rumors suggest that we may be seeing a Plaid or Ludicrous Model 3 coming very soon. Back in October, Tesla's parts catalog showed off a Plaid or Ludicrous badge that would be available for the new Model 3 only, giving some further credence to those rumors. Later, Tesla hacker Green found code in the Tesla app that suggested the car would be arriving with 2 interior options, offering regular and sport seating packages. These new seats are very slick, and the renders make them look like seats right out of a race car, which is likely to be Tesla's goal here, truly separating performance trims from the others. Over on X, we have gotten some word from a Tesla executive that officially confirms this performance car will be coming soon. James May, one of the former hosts of Top Gear, posted on X celebrating the arrival of his new Tesla Model 3. Martin Viecha, Tesla's director of investor relations, responded saying, "Hope you like the car. You should get the performance one once that comes out." He doesn't reveal any new details about the car or its specs, but this kind of word from a Tesla executive is promising. This is the first we've heard from Tesla directly that this is indeed coming. It was pretty much assumed, but now we know it's on its way and fairly soon. As for a release date, we're still unsure, but rumors are circulating that it will be coming very soon, at least to certain markets. A user on X that specializes in the Chinese auto industry posted a rumor that the Performance Model 3 will be coming out of Giga Shanghai by the end of March. Excitingly, they also doubled down on a long-standing rumor that this upcoming performance trim will feature a tri-motor powertrain. As it stands right now, Tesla's only models, aside from the Cybertruck, that feature a tri-motor configuration are the Model S and Model X Plaid, their record-breaking luxury performance vehicles. If the new Model 3 is truly taking a page out of those cars' books, then we may soon be getting a truly unparalleled vehicle, especially for its price. The post suggested that this will be arriving to China at a price of 400,000 Chinese yuan, which roughly equates to $56,000. If they are able to put that level of power into a car that affordable, then that could be a game changer for the whole industry. The Model 3 refresh is exciting on its own, but if they gave this trim 3 motors, racing seats, and more, it could find itself being incredibly popular for performance car enthusiasts. Seemingly, it would come to the US after China or around the same time, but one big question remains for the tax credit. Right before Tesla refreshed this car in the US, the tax credit changed, making it so that the Performance Model 3 was the only qualifying trim for that car. If they keep their battery sourcing the same here, it could end up getting a full $7,500 tax credit while other trims don't. With the introduction of a tri-motor powertrain, whether they call it Plaid or Ludicrous, it could end up priced over the $55,000 cap for the tax credit. But if it falls under, it may create an interesting situation where upgrading to the Performance Model 3 is around the same or cheaper than going for the standard long-range model. I know if I had that choice, I would go Performance, and it could lead to many customers who normally wouldn't upgrade, upgrading to this option. I can't wait to find out more about this car as new information comes out, and if the rumors are true, we could be getting a look at it very soon. I'll be sure to keep you posted. Next up today, Tesla is finally moving forward with their announced expansion of their Nevada Gigafactory. This factory is a joint venture between Tesla and Panasonic, where they have been working together to build the latest batteries for their vehicles and energy storage products. This factory had plans to produce around 105 gigawatt hours of battery cells per year, and to eventually produce 150 gigawatt hours once the factory was fully completed. As it stands now, Giga Nevada only takes up about 30% of the area that was originally planned, and they haven't made any expansion in years. In this photo, we can see the factory's current layout compared to the proposed area. In those years, the companies have instead been focusing on optimizing the manufacturing process and refining the battery technology, all very good things. Back in January of 2023, Tesla announced that they would be making a huge expansion to Giga Nevada. They would finally be expanding the factory to its full size and adding to production of the Tesla Semi and their 4680 battery cells. They released this image that shows what the factory should look like when it's finished. Since that announcement, they haven't really made any big moves towards making it a reality until now. Tesla has finally started some very early construction prep for the project. One YouTuber posted footage of construction crews moving ground, and he claims that Tesla just held a groundbreaking ceremony for the project. This work is being done outside of the area where the factory is currently planned, so it seems likely that this work is being done first to accommodate future construction. For example, the current parking lot is where the future factory will be, so that infrastructure will need to be moved before further progress can be made. The YouTuber also claimed that Tesla told employees that semi-production would be handled in a separate building to the main factory, but we can't confirm that yet. This is just the beginning of production, but Tesla has at least finally started the construction process on this factory expansion. We'll have to see how long this build takes, but last year Tesla did hire a new executive to lead the Giga Nevada expansion, so hopefully that new expertise will help this move quickly. With this expansion underway, I can't wait to see Tesla semi-trucks become an even more common sighting on the freeway, and also see what exciting new battery tech Tesla is able to make here. This could be a big way that they scale up their own 4680 cells for the Cybertruck and other future cars. Next up today, Tesla just hit a huge milestone in Hawaii as they switch on a megapack battery that will replace the state's last coal power plant. The Kapolei Energy Storage Project was announced back in early 2022 to be built on Oahu. It is comprised of a 185 megawatt, 565 megawatt hour Tesla Megapack system. The Megapacks arrived on the island in late 2022, and now the company that operates the system, Power Plus, has announced that the battery is online. This battery is a very important step in Hawaii's ongoing goal to shift towards sustainable energy. Hawaii already has the nation's highest solar capacity per capita, and they plan to be 100% by 2045. These batteries will be extremely important for storing excess power generated during the day that can be distributed when it's needed most during peak hours. This battery pack utilizes the lithium iron phosphate chemistry, or LFP, for its batteries, which has been making big waves in the EV industry. One Power Plus executive had this to say about the project, quote, "This is a landmark milestone in the transition to clean energy. It's the first time a battery has been used by a major utility to balance the grid, providing fast frequency response, synthetic inertia, and black start. This project is a postcard from the future. Batteries will soon be providing these services at scale on the mainland." These kinds of projects are really exciting to see as we shift towards renewable and more efficient sources of energy. This is another way that Tesla is leading the pack in the energy industry. Their Megapack battery technology is one big piece of the puzzle that will facilitate the large-scale shift towards clean energy. I can't wait to hear about and see the future projects that this technology enables. Last up today, some updates from other automakers. For a while now, EV enthusiasts have been eagerly awaiting the arrival of Apple's first venture into vehicle manufacturing. The tech giant has been working on this car in some capacity for nearly a decade or longer, and now it seems like we'll have to wait even longer for this car. A report from Bloomberg says that this project has been delayed once again all the way back to 2028. Reports from the last few years indicated that this car would be arriving in 2024 or 2026. This project was first rumored all the way back in 2014, and in those 10 years, we haven't seen any prototypes or really any concrete details. In that time, what little we did know has changed a lot. Originally, this car was planned to feature a fully autonomous Level 5 self-driving technology. Over time, that plan was scaled back to Level 4, and now Apple is reportedly focusing on Level 2 plus autonomy. It sounds kind of similar to Tesla's FSD approach, except Apple has done it all in private. They are aiming for a baseline of Level 2, but with some added safety features that will have it approaching Level 3, but not quite reaching the threshold. They have plans to allow the system to be upgraded to Level 4 eventually, once the software reaches that level. While Tesla has been willing to release their self-driving software in its beta form, Apple is a company that is known for their product's high level of polish. They are much less likely to want to release a product like full self-driving unless it has been fully vetted and is feature complete. That does mean that it will likely take longer to develop, since they won't be receiving nearly as much real-world data as the thousands of FSD-equipped vehicles on the road. We'll have to see how the Apple car shapes up whenever they are ready to show it off, although it is going to likely be quite some time. After already cutting back on their EV plans, Ford has just announced further reductions to their F-150 Lightning production. The gas-powered F-150 has been the best-selling car in the US for a while now, but Ford has seen demand slip for their all-electric variant of this truck. As such, they announced last week that they would be reducing manufacturing of the Lightning to, quote, achieve the optimal balance of production, sales growth, and profitability. While EV sales have been up across the industry, Ford in particular has had trouble capturing much of that market share. They cut production at their Rogue EV factory by as much as 2/3 last October, while increasing production of their gas-powered Bronco and Raptor pickups. Ford CEO Jim Farley has reiterated their dedication to EV production in the future, aided by the recent availability of the Tesla supercharger network. For now, however, Ford has leaned into their gas-powered vehicles, which is a bit disappointing to see, especially while other legacy automakers expand their EV lineups. I think another aspect here they may not be mentioning is the profitability aspect. As far as we know, Ford loses on every F-150 Lightning that they sell, so they need to figure out how to make these cars profitable before they're going to really want to scale them up. Over at Rivian, they have officially begun a leasing program for their R1S vehicles. Only 2 months after introducing the R1T to their first ever lease program, they have expanded to include their more popular SUV model. They have also added a new state to the list of eligible leasing locations. This leasing program is now available in 15 states: Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, New Jersey, New York, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Washington. As of the start of the new year, all of Rivian's vehicles were only eligible for a partial EV tax credit, topping out at $3,750. With this leasing strategy, however, due to a loophole in the Inflation Reduction Act's EV tax credit policy, these vehicles would be eligible for the full $7,500 reduction. In order to lease one of these vehicles, customers are required to place a $1,000 deposit on top of a $9,000 down payment. From there, leasers can expect payments to start at around $1,000 per month. The lease lasts for 36 months and has an annual mileage cap of 10,000 miles. Leasing is a great option for anyone who wants to get behind the wheel of one of these vehicles while getting the full EV tax credit but doesn't necessarily care about owning the vehicle outright. This could also be a great source of revenue for Rivian, who has been struggling through to achieve profitability with their current slate of EVs. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, if you want to see all the issues the Cybertruck is facing at launch, you can check out that video linked up here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.